Hey everyone, I'm Devlin Reiley, and we are here for another episode of Reiley's Roundup. I have Sherry Cato and Steve Miller, and we are going to talk about some disc golfing. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
How are you?
Doing good. It's been a long day, right?
Yes, it has been.
Yeah. And although this is coming out at a different date, today we are recording on September 11th, so we want to pay our respect to all the lives that were lost, all the lives that were affected, and just really try to come together. But also, I mean, you guys are veterans as well, so I don't know what the right thing to do, but what I want to say is thank you for your service, because I truly appreciate it. I have a family that has been in the military, and thank you for the sacrifices that y'all made.
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Now, I know you're a Stafford native. You've been here. We can't get rid of you. But Sherry, you haven't been here this wasn't where you are from.
It is not. I'm originally from Kentucky.
Okay. Oh, that's where the accent's coming from. Okay.
Yeah. The Kentucky accent kind of has stayed with me. Sometimes it comes and goes depending on who I'm around.
When she's mad, is it thicker?
It can get there.
Yeah, it can definitely get there.
Yeah.
But so I'm not from the area originally. I'm not.
Right.
But I've been here the majority of my life, I guess you can say, as a home. I moved here. It's kind of funny that we're on September 11th. So I moved here, probably bought our house, closed on and off, down off 610 area about a week before September the 11th. And at the time, my husband then was in the Pentagon.
Wow.
So that day he was at work, and so I really never forget this day. But
Absolutely.
Just everything that happened on September 11th and leading up to that, and then, like I said, we're military all my life. We've kind of come and gone. We moved away from here, but we moved back here, and I'm kind of situated where I'm back here for good.
Yeah, very good.
And that's about...
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you here. It looks like you have a passion that we're going to get into that really supports uniting kind of people in our community, which, if you haven't noticed, Fredericksburg is actually a really cool community.
It is.
Although there's been so much divide in the world, really, recently, I think our town has come together, and I think a lot of great things have happened. So I'm excited. I think, 6 months ago, you started the Stafford County Disc Golf Club?
Yeah, we
Yes.
did. We did. We put together a group of 5 individuals.
Okay.
And yourself
I
included.
know, I was like,
yourself
I'm actually included on this.
And looking forward to ramping everything up here in 2021. Slow and steady wins this race.
COVID
COVID threw a wrinkle in it.
changed a lot of things for us.
You don't want to do it too quickly and not do it right. So
Absolutely.
So it is coming. There are some great things that are coming.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we talked a little bit about disc golf, the game. And I think that a lot of people don't even really know why people play. It's like something where once you finally get out and you do it, you're like, oh, I get it. So can you tell us a little bit about why you fell in love with the game? Because it is for 2 different reasons, which are great aspects of why people would want to come play.
Yeah, we both have our very different reasons for why we play, and some of his may be some of mine, and vice versa. But for me, I am very open about my mental health and depression and anxiety. It's something I've struggled with my whole life. And I was seeing my doctor, and my therapist recommended find something that you can do outside, find a sport, find something that you can clear your mind and you enjoy.
Yeah.
At the time, I really was like, well, I could read books, I can do this, but I wanted to find something that I got to exercise with. Yeah. And it got me outdoors. Another reason I wanted to get outdoors more, I lost my father to melanoma.
Wow.
Skin cancer. So I had stopped doing anything outdoors.
Yeah.
Only because I was just terrified that.
Yeah.
But so, fast forward, my doctor, she was trying to find something to help me get past that as well. So disc golf became my form of therapy. Yeah. And I've found that it's not just my form of therapy, that thousands of others out there play disc golf for the same reasons. Yeah. And it's kind of a community that support each other. And so being able to go out, basically go for a hike in a park at the same time tossing a disc is probably one of the most enjoyable things that I get to do, and I can take my kids with me.
Yeah.
It's just a sport that like my kids can play and my grandparents could play.
Yeah.
You know, it's there's no boundaries that they can't play. It's all the same sport to everyone. And then at the same time, you know, I can also play on the other side of the competition. We have tournaments, we have fundraisers, and a lot of fun things like we'll talk about, I guess, in a little bit about like some of the nonprofit side.
Yeah.
And I'll let Steven talk a little bit about why he plays.
No,
you're kind of a big deal, right? What was it? 25th in the world?
He used to be like
I think it was like 23 in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, correct me, my bad. 23rd in the world for disc golf.
Something like that.
Something like that. Kind of a big deal.
For the state of Virginia, I think he's now
number 3.
Three by a couple points.
Yeah.
But we've got some really great players, and 2 of them are right here in our area.
So you're a competitor, right?
I do like.
What'd you do after high school?
I went to college.
You went to college and then.
Yeah, so I immediately after high school I went to college,
Okay.
Virginia Wesleyan University, and then went there to play basketball.
You were okay.
Average at best.
He was okay. He's okay.
And then directly after college, I went into the service.
Okay.
And then did a tour there, and then after the service, I came back home.
And so, I mean, you're an athlete. You love competition. Sure. Sometimes probably too competitive.
Probably.
But whatever. Is that what got you to find something that you could do now as we are getting older?
Kind of. I'm an avid, now I'm an avid runner.
Okay.
When I originally started, it was with my uncle and my dad. We would go on trail hikes up in Appalachia or the Danube National Forest, and we would park, and literally we would start throwing frisbees out in the parking lot before we would go to just to get warmed up, and that's literally
to get warmed up.
No, it just we would have a 2-hour drive and we'd be stiff, and then now we're throwing frisbees, and out of nowhere I started playing at Pratt. I would park at the YMCA, and then I would walk over to Hole 1, and then it just kind of developed, and then before I knew it, I was competing at a very high level.
At what point did you realize you were actually pretty good? Finally at something, right?
Finally at something. That's funny.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm not going to play hoops against you because I'm a big talker, but I also get competitive, so.
No, it happened actually pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't want to say uncommon, but there's only been a handful of people, at least locally in the state, that have progressed as quick as I have.
Yeah.
One of them is a person that has recently become higher rated than myself. His name is Matt, but it's it happened within the first 1.5 to 2 years. So
wow.
Yeah.
So do you have a passion to show people the game of disc golf?
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a very inclusive sport.
Yeah.
And I think Sherry had alluded to that a little bit earlier. There's really no spectrum of age. You can play from a junior level, which is 5 or 6 years old, all the way up to 70, 80. And I think there has been a recent video or video blog out recently that there was a 90-year-old Thailand guy that plays Frisbee.
100.
Maybe 100.
It was.
Yeah. So it's a way for some to remain active, and it's a way for others to compete. They're individuals tournaments, and there's also team events.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's kind of what's intriguing about it. It's the inclusiveness, but it's also now at this point in, I don't want to say career, but where I'm at in the game, I'm looking to expand my platform to help teach, coach,
absolutely,
and then possibly expand new courses to the area and here in Stafford and the surrounding areas. So possibly the YMCA could help out with that.
Which I do work at the Y as well when I'm not doing my showbiz over here.
Yeah.
But you both are ambassadors. What are Nova ambassadors? What does that mean?
Do you want to answer that?
Yeah, well, no worries. So we are both Innova Disc Golf ambassadors, headquartered out of Rancho Cucamonga, California.
What was that?
California. On
No,
the west
say it again.
Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He likes saying it.
Of course
He'd probably ask you to say it again.
And then that's where the headquarters. That's the West Coast factory, and then the East Coast is down here in Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Wow.
They have a few different tiers of teams, and you have the sponsored athletes, and then you have the ambassadors. I was on the sponsored athlete team for about 5 years.
What does that mean when you're a sponsored athlete? What does that entail for you?
I think everybody has a different agreement with the company, but in general, some people get paid in monetary gains, and some people get paid in products. Okay. Again, that's probably different and written up differently for each individual.
Yeah.
So I was with Innova as a sponsored athlete for about 5 years, and I took a leave of absence from the game, and I've been back for about 2 or 3. And when I came back, I was put back on as an ambassador. I wasn't going to travel as much as I once had, and it was just a good fit for me for the direction and path that I wanted to go on.
Yeah.
They quickly noticed Sherry.
Oh.
And
well, I don't know if it's quickly, but
yeah, I thought they quickly noticed her.
I was really passionate about growing disc golf, and once I saw how it benefited me, growing that disc golf community within our military communities.
Yes.
Because there's so much resources on base, but resources for both the entire family to get out there, have a course on the installations for them to play, and so I was looking at ways to incorporate disc golf with our military communities, whether it be just functions to give them some disc and say, let's go out and throw them.
Get an outlet,
yeah,
right?
just introduce them to it and get these families who may be in a new community, get them off base, get them doing something if they have to go off base to a course, and it introduces them, and it is just all around, it benefits everyone.
Yeah.
And especially knowing that in the military, in our military communities, PTSD, depression, anxiety, it doesn't just affect the military member. The depression, the anxiety, it carries over to the spouses, to the children, and it's something that I don't think is addressed enough with those communities, and nor is the funding there to take care of a lot of these issues. So it's just something I thought, well, this helped me, and I know it's helped thousands of others, so we need to grow this within our military community. So.
And is that what you're doing right now? Because this area has, 4 or 5 bases? And
absolutely. I am constantly talking with different people and trying to grow different things aboard different bases. I worked really hard probably a year ago trying to get one on the bases locally. We ended up reaching out, and we went forward with one up on Andrews. They did end up purchasing some baskets from Innova and some volunteers up there put that course in there. So the families aboard Andrews Air Force Base now have their own disc golf course.
That's fantastic.
Dahlgren has their own 18-hole
course.
Disc golf course. And so for me, I would love to see some of the local
Quantico, man, right? Is that the next one? We're coming for you.
I think COVID. Prior to COVID, the traditional golf was slow.
Right.
And I think a lot of the course was hurting. So I was excited because then we can incorporate disc golf into the ball. We can bring in more business, get more golfers out there, and they can work they can coexist.
Yeah.
But with COVID, I think everybody out there teleworking is out golfing.
Absolutely. Yes.
But I just, it's hard to talk to some of these people and be like, I can help you with it. We don't need it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of golfers right now. But soon I think people are going to realize that, I think last year this was the fastest growing sport.
Wow.
Next to pickleball.
We got pickleball at the Y-Man. Let me tell you,
they get
some of those people they get down. It's the whipple ball.
We have had our we came in to represent disc golf at a county meeting, and I guess at the same time pickleball showed up just to show
their presence.
Oh, they puffed their chest at you.
We were like hoping where disc golf showed up. It was just me and Steven, and then a room full of
pickleballers.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Steven, we should play pickleball.
You know what though? It's fun. It is
I know
fun.
it's fun. We have a lot of friends who recently I've seen they've been playing pickleball and they really enjoy it. I think it goes along with the same competitive nature, staying active. It's just a fun way of incorporating racquetball and tennis in one
like weird mutated sport.
It is. It looks like a lot of fun. So maybe I can get around to that. But back to me, it was more. I think they recognized me for my passion.
Right.
Not only that, but my with the military communities and just wanting to grow this sport, and then with women's initiatives with Throw Pink. With my background, cancer has really affected me, my background, my family. Not only cancer, but the depression, the anxiety. So being on Throw Pink for it's its own nonprofit.
Tell us more about
Throw
that.
Pink.
Okay.
So Throw Pink it was started down in Rock Hill, North Carolina, with Innova, and our co-founder. We have two co-founders, Sarah Nicholson and Harold Duvall, who both started Throw Pink with the in mind of really helping grow women's sport and give back to local charities. And we have like the ribbon lady, I don't know if you can see my pin, which represents breast cancer. I know it's very recognizable, but I think recently it's more toward all women's initiatives.
Absolutely.
It's transition.
And growing the sport for women, and because I know like all sports, women's sports are kind of set aside, and they're not as like it's really pumping more excitement into the growth, getting women out there. A lot of Throw Pink areas, like a lot of places and different people on our team, they have Throw Pink leagues, which if anyone wants to contact me, we can get together a Throw Pink league.
How can they contact you?
They can reach out to me via Facebook, or they can reach out to me. I'm on the Innova website. If you look under ambassadors, you'll see Sherry Cato, and you can find Stephen Miller, and that will go straight to my personal email.
Okay.
And if there's someone locally in Stafford County or even around, if you want to start up a Throw Pink League, we can start it up, and we can take the proceeds, and you can pick a charity, and it can go toward that initiative or that local charity that you want. I've always been a big advocate of buying or trying to provide support, because we don't raise as much like a large amount of money, so like more bang for your buck. So like places that create wigs for women, or children, like that money could go to them, or like with what we're doing with the Y. So the Throw Pink tournament that we're having here is going to be in Stafford County at Curtis Park. If you're not familiar with Curtis Park, it's over where the Gauntlet is. It's across on the other side. So
it's conveniently right off of 17. It's not too far out.
Not at all. It's a beautiful park too.
It is, and it literally is a walk in the woods. It's beautiful, and we're having a tournament called Tee Off for Tatas.
There you go.
And I'll let Stephen talk a little bit more about it too, but we have it set up. We've opened the registration now, and if you want to join, you'll get a player's pack, and you will also be given back to a charity that will benefit our local community.
Yes.
I think we partnered with the Mary Washington Hospital and with the Y for membership. So
I'm so excited.
It's super exciting, because we're giving people who may not have utilized that before a chance at coming in there and doing it. And hopefully for free if we raise enough money.
It will be for free. No matter what we raise, we'll make it work for sure.
We're looking for sponsors. We have whole sponsors, and it's the tournament. We post it on our tournament website, which we have on Facebook. We have a tournament event that you can find. Just search Tee Off for Tatas and make sure it's the Stafford Curtis.
Don't search Google for that though. Do
No,
Facebook.
please.
Let me just tell you something.
Please on Facebook. You can also find our tournament on the Throw Pink website.
Perfect.
So Throw Pink itself, the nonprofit. So if you Google Throw Pink and disc golf, it will pop up, and on our website we actually have our tournament listed on the front page too, so you can find it there.
Awesome. Well,
That's
tell us a little more about like the how does the tournament work? Like
it's...
Let's say I go, I pay the fee. How much is it, by the way?
No, so it's the TL for Tatas is a doubles event.
Oh, so I have to have a partner.
Yeah, so
I like it.
It becomes a little bit more casual and sociable.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be a professional golfer to play in it.
Yeah.
It's more of a have fun, support the community.
Yeah.
Leave with a little swag.
Yeah.
Go home and brag to your mom that you just beat your brother.
And listen, we all want Stephen Miller's as our partner.
But yeah, it's a doubles event.
Okay.
It's $60 per team. It's $30 per person.
Okay.
And
that's so affordable.
it is affordable.
Yeah.
A portion of that will cover the player packs.
Yeah.
And the majority of that will be going directly back to the Mary Washington Regional Cancer Center.
Hopefully getting
Through
some
the
memberships
YMCA,
for
yeah.
some women that have either can get to a gym if they're in remission, if they're in treatment. But the why we feel we've done everything we need to, but make it a safe place, especially during COVID.
Absolutely.
The biggest thing that we have pinpointed is fighting COVID. You have to stay active and be healthy.
You do.
And
You
disc
do.
golf is a way to do that.
It is the best
is.
way, I think, to socially distance. And if you do it right, like we're having our tournament and we're
Right.
having tee times, so it's not going to be a...
and not everybody there at one time.
No.
Oh, that makes sense.
So we
So
have
it's-
people, you pick your tee time.
You pick a tee time, and it'll be 4 people per card.
Okay.
So typically, if you're going to pick a partner, it's going to be somebody that you know somewhat
Right.
decently. So it's
You
going to be
hopefully
somebody
you trust, right?
right.
And I
then-
just want to put out, you don't have to know how to play disc golf to play our tournament.
Yeah.
Like,
It's true.
we'll go over the rules, but it's pretty, we want you to come out, we want you to have fun. This is for charity.
Raising money for a good cause.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a non-sanctioned tournament, which means that a lot of players who play for a rating in disc golf, you're not even gonna have to worry about that.
Oh, like the Boston Marathon, like how they have to run so many other races to qualify. We don't have to worry about those
None of
avid
that.
runners coming. Okay.
No, it's just, it really is for fun. So
Okay.
you don't have to worry about finding somebody that is just amazing at
Yeah.
disc golf or can play disc golf, or you don't even have to know how to play. If you want to support because your mother, your grandmother,
Yeah.
someone you know had cancer, you just want to support,
Yeah.
you can come out and play and just get somebody in and just let us know that you've never played, and Steve and I will ensure that we put you on a card with maybe 2 other people who are familiar with disc golf
Whichever-
and can get you around.
Cool.
It works.
Yeah.
Well,
so
when is the fundraiser?
So the tournament is October 17th,
That is a Friday?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday. Okay. We have a golf tournament, a golf tournament on the 16th at Augustine. So this would be that Saturday. That would be a great weekend to socially distant and stay active. So what time does it start? Like, is it all day?
It is. So the first tee off will be at 9 a.m.
Okay.
10-minute increments, and then the last tee time will be 4:30.
Okay.
Daylight savings time. It just
Is
trying
that
to make
happening that weekend?
it's not.
Oh my gosh.
But now the days are increasingly becoming shorter.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we're trying to keep an eye on that. So
Okay.
4:30 will be the last tee time. Allows the last card to make their full round, come in, get scores done, and then pack up for the night. And I actually encourage everybody to show up at Six Bears in a Goat afterwards.
Okay, so why? I know,
So-
that's like a big supporter, right?
They are
are
a
a big supporter.
huge supporter, and I'd like to. I haven't planned it yet, but my intention is to possibly. I've talked with 1 or 2 people there already about it, but it's to have our players party there.
Oh, that would be
and
fun.
Possibly do another fundraiser portion of our event there to raise even more money, and we can have people who maybe didn't want to play a tournament,
Yeah.
but they still want to support.
They want to socialize.
Tee off
get
for
some good food
tatas.
and yes.
because there is
The
a
tatas are important because without the tatas, where would the world be?
there is a 9-hole course.
You're right. You're so right.
I'm not wrong. We got at least 10 guys that are coming, thinking they're gonna party for the tatas.
Listen, I want people to show up,
Raise money however
Yeah.
we can.
yeah, play, and have fun.
Yes.
Um,
Six Bears and a Goat is a great location too. They're such a wonderful organization. They're ran mostly by people that grew up in this area that love the community. And I thought I saw a picture of some type of. Do they have something going on out there now, like a little putting area?
we have it's a full. They have a 9-hole, like a what we call a ACE place or a tiki course.
Okay.
They're growing in popularity.
Oh, cool.
Innova has a whole designer site on their website. They have, it's called ACE Place, where they help set up these, but they're smaller courses to where anyone can easily throw and get an ACE.
Right.
But if you're a new player to the game, it is, for me, is not an ACE place. Like it takes me, sometimes it takes me a little bit, but if you're an amateur, if you're new and you've never played, it's a perfect opportunity to go out there. They have outdoor seating, grab a beer, and toss a frisbee.
Right.
Tons of fun.
Yeah, so hopefully, I haven't worked out the details because the planning, we're still kind of in the planning and then registration phase of the tournament, but having a players party there, but we would need to also make sure that we can abide by the COVID-19. I mean, taking that extremely.
Health and safety is a top priority, but it can be outside.
The way they have things set up there, they have set it up for this environment.
Yeah.
So, and I think they just put a new patio too, another outdoor patio, which
heated patio. Mind you.
If you haven't been to Six Bears,
I haven't been there in a while, so
we go every Tuesday. And other times, like if
that one time that you
like it really is, and the people who come, it's kind of developing into a community, and everyone is welcome. If you've never played, just walk over, find one of us, like you find me or Steven, and say, I've never played, I want to play your tournament. I will sit you down and we can talk about it. And I'll even walk and play a little putt-putt round with you. You might beat me, most likely.
Oh, please. That's exciting, though. So if any updates on this event, if somebody wants to donate, if they want to sponsor, what's the best way to get in contact with you guys?
Okay. Do you want to give your email?
Yeah, so you can email me at Stephen Miller Disc Golf.
Stephen with a V?
Stephen with a PH.
Oh, Stephen with a PH, Miller.
discgolf@gmail.com.
discgolf@gmail.com. We'll put that up there because that's a long one.
Yeah, and everyone can reach us via the tournament. So you can go, again, like I said, go to the Throw Pink website. You can read more about Throw Pink. And what we do and some of our team members. You can even read our stories. You can read more about me. But if you go to the website, you can click on the website, and then you can you can reach out to us via Facebook there, because we also have our Facebook event. You can reach out to us via the tournament director site, the disc golf scene. We're pretty much available. Any way you can reach out to us, we would love it, and we'll respond. And we are still looking for people who want to sponsor the tournament to help lower those prices, increase the charitable donation that we can give back to the community. So
that's fantastic.
We're really excited to be able to give back to our own community.
Absolutely.
And have something like this here.
So 2021 is going to be a pretty big year, hopefully, right? Any big plans for the Stafford Disc Golf Club?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of clubs in Virginia.
Yeah.
A couple about an hour north. One's here in Spotsy. One's in Richmond. But coming into as a new club to the area, Stafford is really an untapped community from a disc golf perspective. The two primary east and west highways are Route 17 and Route 610.
Right.
And 610, there is a massive influx of, you're either a military active, you're either a GS worker, or you're a government contractor.
Right.
And these families are all active with kids, and disc golf is a wonderful outlet. Now with that, that's going to be a primary demographic that we're going to likely be targeting. Obviously, I would like to get the YMCA involved.
Absolutely.
I haven't got too in depth there with the COVID situation, but I do look forward to opening up some opportunities here in the 2021.
And even the Jeff Rouse Center, that's massive in Stafford. And although gyms are gyms, and sure we have our little wars, but I mean they're a great facility, and I think we could all come together for a good cause, and especially with the people that come to our facilities. A lot of them deal with mental health. A lot of them deal with physical disabilities and are on some type of financial budget. So this is something that they could come together and not feel like our CEO always says the treadmill at the Y is the equalizer. You don't know who's on it. There's a doctor, someone on financial assistance, a single mom, but it's all the same. And this kind of seems like this is the same thing.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah, we're excited about it, and then obviously, I love that having this staffer discount.
Yeah.
Like, it does allow me to more maybe bring in more of that military community.
Absolutely.
That they don't know what disc golf is, or most people just think of a frisbee and that's it. They think
so much more.
It is so much more.
And so hopefully 2021, maybe more talk of a Throw Pink League.
I would love to have a local Throw Pink League.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, COVID, we're kind of,
Right.
I wanted to this year, but next year I'd love to get a Throw Pink League together, maybe get even some children's activities going on.
The youth activities would be big.
Yeah.
A very common misconception a lot of people have in the disc golf community is that Throw Pink is only for women, and that it is not the case. Now, the charitable donations go towards women's initiatives, but that doesn't prevent or shouldn't prevent men from participating and supporting as well.
Right.
So these Throw Pink Leagues that you all discuss should incorporate men, women, children, grandmas, grandpas, mothers, fathers.
It could be everybody.
Could be everybody.
Okay.
So
It's just where the money's going
Absolutely.
to is a little different.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously next year, so we have Tee Off Tatas this year, but I'd love to make it an annual event.
Yeah.
To where we can grow it and have even a larger amount of time to gather sponsors and to promote it, and even be able to gather enough sponsors that we can provide it as a, come out and maybe have 2 courses at the same time where we can have an even larger tournament. And my idea is just to raise as much money as we possibly can to help our local community, and doing it while we're doing things we love.
That's exciting.
Makes things easy.
Man, we just gotta hunker down and get through this storm. We talk about it in our meetings. COVID is a storm. We have life boats that are keeping us afloat, and in the end, once we get through it, things will be good. And, pray 2021 it has a better outlook for us, but things kind of change, or we by that time have learned to adapt even more than we already have, and we're able to fulfill these hopes and dreams. And I'm excited to see what this next year has for us.
I am too.
Is there anything, we're about to wrap up, is there anything left that you would like to say if anyone's listening and they're contemplating, should I play, should I not play? Is there any,
I say come out and play, because even if you've never played disc golf and you've always wanted to learn what it's about. You've seen these funny baskets, and they're not barbecue grills. Out in the park. And you just want to know what it's about. In your player's pack, you're going to get 1 disc. And you're also going to get a t-shirt. If you just want to come out and play with that 1 disc, you're more than welcome to. We're not going to, tell you can't. If you have your own frisbees, bring them. Come play. Because it is a sport that anyone can play, and I just want to really get people out there and playing the sport and raising this money for the charities. So
that's exciting.
I'm really excited about it, and I'm just.
We can see the passion.
If you have questions, or you're just iffy about it, shoot me an email. Like I said, you can still find me on Innova's website. You can find me on Throw Pink. Shoot me an email.
The man, the myth, the legend. What do you got to say?
No, come out and join us. It's it should be a good social event. And it doesn't have to be competitive to everybody. Again, have fun. Bring a group of people that you enjoy hanging out with. Head to Six Bears and a Goat afterwards.
Get to know people.
Have a meal, have a drink, and have a good time with us.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming.
Absolutely. We appreciate you having us.
My biggest thing for 2020 is just trying things that are new. And so far, I've done that, and I've said yes to a lot of things that I wouldn't have, and it's always been a positive. So please come out and support Save the Tatas, because, again, where would we be without them? But I'm Devlin Reiley, and we're wrapping up with Sherry Cato and Steve Miller, and we will be back next week with another episode of Reiley's Roundup.